Hello, this is Dr. Natasha Oquendo. Here I am again with another episode of Power to Prosper. I want to thank you for joining me. I thank you so much for following me on YouTube and on also Spotify podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, whichever stream you enjoy the most, right? Or you can go and visit all of them. However you decide is well with me. Listen, and so last episode I talked about and I mentioned mentorship, and so I thought it would be awesome to go a little deeper into that because maybe we don't understand this time that we're in, or maybe we don't know why there is so many coaches and mentors and different things seem like they're springing up out of nowhere. But we are in a time of this. And so I figured I would help us go a little further in our understanding, right? Open the eyes of our understanding and enlighten us to the hope of our calling, the true calling, right? And so let's get into it. I want to talk about who is my mentor. Somebody may be saying that, who is my mentor? And so let's just go into it just a little bit of what a mentor actually is. Now, a mentor is somebody who is experienced, right? And they are consistently trustworthy as an advisor. And so they are experienced in whatever area that they're mentoring in. And listen, some have various areas. Even myself, I have various areas that I have been graced and given the ability to mentor or to coach or to advise, right? And so another thing about a mentor is that they are experienced enough to train and to give wise counsel to others with results, right? So the mentor has come through a process of their own. Maybe God have taken them through a process concerning, you got divorce coaches, right? People who have been through divorces, they know the ups and downs. They came through without remaining bitter, but they gained a lot of knowledge concerning that process. And maybe they are helping other people go through that process, which is timely because we are in a time where there is a lot of divorce, right? And that's just an area. But now they have gained the wise counsel. They are actually walking in a healed place, and they can actually guide others to help them along that journey so that they will not fall into the loopholes that they fell in, per se, that they actually learn from. And so with that being said, the mentor is experienced enough to train other people, to give them wise counsel, and to actually yield results from that counsel, if that makes any sense, right? And so they also are less experienced. What they do is they give the less experienced person help and advice over a duration of time. So normally when you seek out a coach or a mentor, that is a process within itself. And you have to be ready to take that duration of time to go through that process with them to get the results and get on the other end of what you're trying to achieve. And so give you some synonyms for that word mentor. We have instructor, right? And I mentioned before in the last video when I was saying mentorship was a game changer. If you haven't seen that one, you might want to go and check that one out, right? But as a game changer in this time, the Lord said those who would be open to receive instruction will get to the places of thriving and get to the places that they need to be in. So instruction is very, very key within this time. It is a component if you're going to reach areas of success, if you're going to go further than you have ever been before in your life. Another synonym for the word mentor is a leader. They are a leader. A lot of times they lead, they have already trailblazed to some capacity. And they have brought back a systematic way of achieving your goal. They have learned a systematic way. They are educators. They're going to teach you some things that you may not have known or that you may have heard before, but expounding even further on those things. They are trainers. teachers, they are tutorers, guiders, consultants. Some of them you may hear them say consultants, right? Even therapists, depending upon if you're going into that mental help system where you're trying to go mentally to another level. Maybe you have reached a plateau in your mental faculties and you need help, and nothing is wrong with that. Counselor, coach, guru, right? Master, somebody who has mastered a certain process or a certain achievement or a certain goal. And normally when they've mastered it, they not only have yielded results for themselves, but they're able to bring other people successfully into victorious places of having results. And then we also see spiritual leader as one. And just to give you an example of that, maybe somebody has mastered the area of prayer and they're getting victory in prayer. God is answering their prayer. They're seeing results in the lives of others, and when they pray for them, like perpetually, consistently. And so now they want to, now they've been graced to train others and walk them through a process of getting to that winning side of having their prayers answered. And that's just one. That's just one area of the spiritual side. But in all essence, the mentor is a leader. There's somebody who's experienced and who can be trustworthy advisors, right? That means you have to trust the advice that they're giving you. You have to give them the benefit of a doubt. And so, and just to give you a scripture concerning this, in 1 Corinthians 4:15, the Apostle Paul talks about this. He said, you have 10,000 instructors, right, in Christ, but not many fathers. And he was letting them know he had begotten them in the gospel. And so many times people talk about and expound on the fathering, like you don't have many fathers and mothers, right? But there are 10,000 instructors. And we know this from going through elementary school. You had instructors, different teachers and instructors. Middle school, you had a set of instructors for your life. High school, you had instructors and different people poured into you. Going into college, if you went to college, or maybe you took a trade or whatever the case, but within this lifetime, you will have 10,000 instructors. And so that is what I want to base this on with mentorship and coaching, right? So let's get into it. How do I identify my personal mentor? Who is my mentor? Somebody may be saying, who is my mentor? So number one, I want to say that the mentor will locate you exactly where you are. And I want to explain this because it is a very powerful one. Many times we see mentors or we see people that we admire, right? We like how they dress. We like how they carry themselves. We like how they look. We even may like what they do and desire to do what they do. And all of that is wonderful. You may see them in person. You may see them at an event. You may see them virtually. You may see them on social media. You may even follow them, right? Because there are different dimensions of being mentored, right? And so whether you see them in a physical place or whatever the case, but the scripture says that my sheep know my voice. And see, it's something about the mentor's voice and the message that they are relaying to you that locates you right where you are. It's something about their voice that connects with your spirit, that connects with where you are. And you may hear them speaking, right? They may be speaking to your pain or speaking to what you're going through. Right. And when it is a mentor or somebody that you need to come from behind the shadows of just listening to them, it is going to be consistent. Just about every time you encounter their voice, there's going to spark something within you to know that I need to connect with this person, right? And so you come out of the shadows and out of that distance, because a lot of times people are trying to be mentored from a distance. And that's wonderful for a time. But there will come a time in your life where you will hit certain areas of your life where you're going to need a much closer connection with somebody that can really pour into you. You think about it. If you're a cup and I'm a pitcher, and you go to pour, if the cup is too far, you can't pour into it, it's going to spill out. So that means when you're trying to be distant and be coached or be mentored from a distance or be advised, all you're going to really do is get slight encouragement here and there. And some of what you need may spill out. It may not even reach you. Right? And when I say reach you, meaning to cause your life to change or cause your life or your mindset to shift. And so that's the first thing, and which is a powerful thing. It's something about their voice. It's something about their message. It's something about the spirit of what they're bringing and saying to you on a consistent basis that feeds you, that ministers to you, that draws you. Right? So this is beyond the outward appearance. This is beyond, how they look, what they have, and all of that. But there's something down inside of them that you need. Right? Number 2, the mentor will challenge you to come up. They're going to challenge you to come up. Now, when you hear the voice and when you hear it and all of that, they're going to speak to the pain points and the different things that you are going through at that time, but they're also going to challenge you to come up. They're going to call you from where you are, right? To challenge you to come up. They're going to challenge you to come out of your comfort zone. They're going to challenge you to maybe come out of mediocrity, to come out of the present mindset that you may have that's hindering you from moving forward. They're going to challenge your excuses. Now, that's a major one. And they're also going to challenge you to commit to increasing yourself, commit to self-improvement, to commit to a self-development. That is their thing. And they're also going to get you to commit to them, connect with them, commit to that process that they want to take you through, because they desire to see your life shift, to see it change for the better. And so that's the second thing. Third thing, when the mentor, you'll know, these are attributes that you will know who your mentor is. They have the power to shift your mindset, meaning they cause you to question where you are right now in your present time. They cause you something about when you're hearing them. They cause you to want more, whether it is spiritually, whether it's mentally, emotionally, whether it's productively, physically, right? Academically, economically, financially, in your business, ministry, in your relationship, in your marriage, your relationship with your kids, whatever it is, whatever area that you hear that voice and it is speaking to you right where you are. And it don't matter if you hear them once or twice or whatever, and then you might don't see anything. And then soon as you see them again, whether it's on a video or social media, virtually or personally, when you hear their voice yet again, it locates you right where you are yet again. So it is a consistent thing, right? And so this is the third one, that they have the power to shift your mindset. It's like this hunger that they feed you to want more, right? Number 4, they open your eyes to see greater. Something about the mentor, whether you hear them or whether you're in their presence, they have this power to open your eyes to see greater than what you're seeing now. Greater, see yourself operating greater than where you are now. It's something about them. They ignite vision into your life. Literally, when you're in the presence or when you hear them, because it causes you to see yourself greater, right? And listen, another thing that happens when you are figuring out who your mentor is, they boost your life. They give a life boost to your dead vision. Maybe you have a vision or a goal and it's been laying dormant or nothing's happening with it. And it's something about them when you hear them. It not only boosts life to that vision or whatever, or brings it back to your remembrance, but it brings it back to the forefront of your mind. Something you may have forgotten about. Right? But something about when you hear the voice of your mentor, the mentor designed to take your life to the next level, whatever old vision, whatever old goals that you may have, it brings it back to the forefront of your mind. They help you to see the possibilities of a higher level in your life, right? You begin to see the possibilities. You begin to see your potential and the things that you have the ability to accomplish, right? And so greater starts coming into your peripheral, into your vision. Now, number 5, the next thing that happens when you're encountering the mentor that is designed for you, they exemplify a confidence that fills the atmosphere. It's something about them being confident that stimulates a confidence that you may not have had, or maybe your confidence is too low to achieve your goal. And it's something about every time you hear them, every time you see them, the atmosphere that they bring, it lifts your confidence to a level, right? Being in their presence, it imparts confidence. Just being in their presence. When you hear the voice of the mentor that is designed for you, whether you encounter them and they're speaking or whether they are talking to you directly, whatever it is, it's something about them. When you're talking or when you're listening, they make you feel like you're Superman, or make you feel like you Superwoman, like you can accomplish anything. And it's like they ignite this boldness in you to succeed in whatever that thing is. You feel like you can leap over walls and literally run through troop, as the scriptures say. So, number 6, and this will be my last one in this segment. They have the capacity to push you into the reality of your dream, your goal, your purpose, your destiny, whatever that is, your vision. They have the capacity to push you into the manifestation of it. When you are hearing that mentor, or when you're in their vicinity, or when you connect yourself with them, however it goes, they help you to bring order to your vision. They help you to put a strategy in place to achieve it, right? Things start falling into place like an order, right? In their midst. They literally hold you and keep you accountable to that particular outcome, to that particular mission, that goal. They hold you and keep you accountable. And then the last thing I want to say concerning that, when I say they have the capacity, right? They literally maintain an atmosphere to persevere to completion. It's something about the atmosphere that they hold as your mentor, where you can see yourself coming to the finish line. There's a systematic thing in place that will bring you and usher you into the finish line. There is an atmosphere that is open to you that you may not have had open to you before, but you can sense that I'm going to bring this to completion. I'm going to finish this. It is finished. I'm going to do this, right? And you literally have been energized to do it. You have been provided the tools that you need to do it. And so these were just some different attributes that I wanted to give you to recognize your mentor or your coach for this time in your life. Listen, if you are looking for that mentoring, right? If you're looking for somebody to have a systematic thing in place, maybe you need to discipline yourself to a strategy or to a systematic process to where you can achieve your goal, right? Whether it is personal development, whether it is in your marriage or relationship, right? Even spiritually. Go and visit my website, natashaoquendo.com, and check out the Success Lab or check out, the relationship course. There are different things that I have to offer you. If you believe and know that when you hear my voice and when you listen to my videos, that I'm speaking directly to you. Listen, and hey, there's nothing wrong if you want to continue to listen to see if that is consistently something that is speaking to your spirit. Listen, your mentor, when you hear their voice, whatever vision, whatever spiritual baby that you're carrying, whatever purpose that you're carrying, and you may not have felt anything, but you feel it kick. You feel movement. It brings life to it. No different than when Mary, when she was pregnant with Jesus, encountered her cousin Elizabeth. Elizabeth had not felt her baby move at all. But when she heard Mary's voice and when she encountered Mary, her baby leaped. If that is you, right, then you know that you have heard the voice of your mentor or your coach for this time in your life. Listen, I have enjoyed it. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you give the show a rating if it is blessing you. I would love to hear your comments on what you think about mentorship. Any questions you may have, definitely leave it in the comments on YouTube. And listen, if you are definitely listening to it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, then go over to YouTube and ask your questions. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. Till next time, be blessed. You shall prosper.